Okay. Good. Okay. Sorry. Good. Good. Perfect. Boom. You're recording. Nice. Okay. Boom. We're recording. Perfect. No, thank you. Sickness.
I am tier 1.
Good. Good. Boom, boom, and boom. Good. Oh, let's go. Am I recording? I am. I believe I am. I have to check this one for quality because I don't trust you. Too many problems yesterday. Okay. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink on a beautiful day. Doing walks, having a wonderful 23rd September 2025, 2026. I am so excited to be here with you guys. The weather is beautiful. Look at this. The weather is absolutely beautiful. So today on the menu we have a couple of videos. I did 7 hours of just uploading, editing, but we're done for today. We're done. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna be chilling with you guys until we finish the live, and that's it. I'm not sure if after that was the plan, but we'll find something. And there you go. Sunrise, don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to our show. Considering we're also having a wonderful day on this day 263 of Project Vendetta. 264 to be honest, but 264, yeah. Hope you guys are doing well, having a wonderful day. There wasn't a lot of sunrise this morning, so I didn't film it, but the weather's actually breathtaking. So let's film this. Breathtaking. Okay, so you're good. You're good, I believe. And you're good. And you're good. Perfect. Let's go. There's no place I'd rather be. The weather's actually quite hot. So I think we're gonna have a couple of problems. Good morning, Sir Senor Chocolate Tomato. Tomato chocolate pale. My new tomato plant. Look at this bad boy. Look at this. Nice, huh? Don't blink it. It's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. Because we're doing websites are having a fantastic day on this. And once again, day 264. I know what you're saying. Dude, there's no day 263. I know. Trust me, I know. There's not good reason. The simple reason, the only reason they can find is yesterday we had such a busy day. But hey, and even then, it's lately, bro. It's lately. We've been so busy, which is the subject of today's mukbang. I'm gonna do a mukbang right now because I am starving. We've been up since 5, and I haven't ate. So yeah, I'm gonna be hungry. I'm gonna be hungry for real. So once again, I hope you guys are doing well. We had a super talk yesterday for the mukbang season belief, which was one of my favorite mukbang, one of my favorite subjects. This morning we woke up. I was like, okay, which is the weirdest thing. Yesterday I went to bed. It was 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Yeah, 10 o'clock. And then what happened was I woke up at 4:10, 4:50. I was like, okay, well, and I tried to sleep. I couldn't sleep, so I said, okay, well, fuck it. Let's do all I can do. Let's do all I have to do. You know, question of enjoying yourself a little bit. And yeah, that was pretty much it. It was good times. It was really good times. I want to apologize. Yes, lately I've been going crazy. Talk about this during the mukbang. But yeah, we're having a super good day. Today's a very special day. Tomorrow is an even more special day because we have the Saint Jean-Baptiste. So I'm really looking forward to it because it's gonna be a reason to get out of the house. It's gonna be a reason to celebrate. So that's gonna be nice. And that's pretty much it. So without further ado, let's freaking go. Let's get this show on the road for this day 264. It's a shame, dude, because you don't really see this. The phone is focusing on my head, but you don't see this. This is beautiful. This is absolutely freaking gorgeous. Look at this. Are you kidding me, bruh? Are you kidding me, bruh? I hope you guys see it when I filmed. I don't know. I'm gonna grab a snack bar and I'm gonna grab things to do this dinner right now because I'm starving. I like to do an intro, but just so hungry. And I was waiting until 12. Oh, yes, sir. I'm a dumbass. I'm an absolute dumbass. Okay, so today is Tuesday. So this is 6. Tomorrow, wait a second. Tomorrow 6, which gives us 22. Thursday 28. Friday, okay, we're good. Fuck, dude. I did it on purpose to be early because I've been chilling. We didn't get to do the dailies, which is kind of bad. Because we haven't played the tower in a while. So, yeah, just so exhausted. And nothing was working yesterday. But now it seems to be working. Knock on wood. So we'll do it. Yeah, that's good. The weather's gonna be crazy hot tonight. So I do feel like we're gonna have a problem with the phones being too hot. But I think it's gonna be okay. Fuck, I'm starving, bro. Starving. I feel like I've freaking been hibernating, you know? The headache is gone, which is the good news. The fact that, you're not gonna be okay. This pizza's not gonna be okay. So look, 4, which gives us 8, 14, 14, which is Wednesday, 20, which is Thursday, 26, which is Friday, 32, which is Saturday. Okay, you're good. Yeah, you're good. You're good. I just had to make sure that we do the right thing. We do the right thing. Slack. That's good. Yeah. One of the nicer nature corn we had in a long ass time. You know. Good. So when there's kid around, not cool. not cool. I did it on purpose to come earlier to do this, and I didn't do it. You see, this is when you need to go out during the day. It's too much noise. You're awfully warm. What's going on with you? Good. Oh. Can I please say it again that I'm freaking famished? I apologize for repeating myself, but it's the case. I usually take the phone with me, but this time I'm gonna let it out because it's just so nice outside. So I'll be right back. Chill out, what you're yelling for. Lay back, it's all been done before. And now the craziest thing just happened. The sun has been blocked. Talking to me, one-on-one. Will you become somebody else? Around everyone else, you watching your back like you can relax. Trying to be cool, you look like a fool to me. So today, what's on the menu? Well, something very exciting. So in my pocket I got pepper. No? I got pepper. And I got steak spice. I got Gatorade energy bar we'll be tasting today. Even though I did more than just taste them already. They're delicious. You got this. You got 2 eggs. One-on-one. And we're gonna put the the egg shell in my plants. But apparently that's good for the plant. One-on-one, will you become somebody else? Run everyone else. You watching your back like you could relax. You're trying to be cool. You look like a fool to me. Tell me. So while I'm cooking, I'm gonna be singing. You guys don't like it, then you don't like cooking with passion. Okay? You think they don't sing Avril Lavigne and MasterChef? No, they should though. Everyone else, you watching your back like you could relax. You trying to be cool. You look like a fool to me. Tell me, how the hell do you know? So complicated. I see the way you're acting like it's somebody else, getting me frustrated. And life's like this too, and the fall and the cold. You know, it's insane. If you look at my demographic, the little I have, it's people from my age. So people from my age, and they're mostly from America and Canada. So maybe American don't know Avril like I know Avril, but then again, I love that girl. So who knows Avril like I know Avril, right? Who knows Avril like I know Avril? This sounded creepy, huh? This sounded creepy. But then, if you look at my demographic, it's people from my age range. So chances are they've listened to the song, but they possibly more familiar with he was a boy and she was a girl. Can I make it any more obvious? He was a punk and she did ballet. What more can I say? He wanted her, she never tell. Secretly she wanted him as well. But all of her friends stuck up their nose, and they had a problem with his baggy clothes. He was a skater boy. She said, see you later, boy. He wasn't good enough for her. Now he's a superstar, slamming on his guitar. Did you pretty face see what he's worth? 5 years from now, she sits at home, feeding the baby, she's all alone. She turns on TV, and guess who she sees? It's Skater Boy Rock It Up MTV. She calls up her friends, they already know, and they got a ticket to see a show. She stands alone in the crowd, looking at the man that she wants turned down. He was a skater boy, she said see you later boy. He wasn't good enough for her. Now he's a superstar, slamming on his guitar. Did you pretty face sees what he's worth? By now, well tough luck, that boy's mine now. We are more than just good friends, and this is how your story ends. Too bad that you couldn't see the man that boy could be. There is more than meets the eyes. I see the store that is inside. He's just a boy, and I'm just a girl. Can I make it any more obvious? We are in love, haven't you heard? How we rock each other's world. Which is strongly similar to Prom Queen by Lil Wayne. I sit behind her every year, every boyfriend every year, trying to keep him entertained, but they can't even remember her name. She did everything she could, cheat her life and treat her good. By myself alone, she didn't realize. Never forget the day she left me, walked away. She had it all figured out, 'cause the prom queen broke my heart. Fuck around and turned me down, 'cause she didn't think I could play the part. The prom queen is crying outside of my door. She never knew how anything could turn around. Look at my disgusting plate, but look at the fantastic meal we're doing. Yep, there's at least a half a dozen thousand of bacteria in there, which is pretty awful. But then it raised the question: why not just say 6? Why say half a dozen? I may be eating out of a dirty plate, but you're using a strange language. That is what's up. And I love you, Lil Wayne. I think you're talented as fuck, dude. I think you're a cool guy. But I'm thinking of real right now, bro. And sadly, in my heart, she has priorities, dude. And that you're not cool. I think you're pretty cool. I think you're hella talented. But let's be honest here, buddy. Let's be honest here, buddy boy. They're just like Mama used to make. Let's be honest here, buddy boy. you ain't getting anywhere near my girl of real. Oh, there's still a shell. So whether you put the shell in the plants, because the shell is natural and it contains calcium, so it's gonna seep into the dirt. That's really cool. If I was broker than I'm broke right now, which I don't know how, I would get free TV. No way, Kim Kardashian broke up. First she's dating this new guy. This is the universe of a secluded person. I don't know much about the world, but I do know Kim Kardashian broke up with a guy. Pretty sad, huh? I was watching a dude on TikTok live every single day. You know, as people do, we have our habits, we have our routine, we have our schedule, right? We like to do the same thing over and over and over again because they feel comfy and there's something that we know. So we're blessed by doing something that we do and know each and every time. Because why go elsewhere when where you are is fun? Home is where the heart is. And the art is your favorite show. Get out of here. Oh, see? There you go. It's gonna be scrumptious. I haven't decided yet if I like my egg saladi or eggy, which means that you broke off the egg a lot, or you still kept some of that good stuff. Because basically, an egg salad is scrambled egg, cold scrambled egg. Let's be honest here. Oh, with mayo and delicious stuff, but sort of. Which begs me to ask, what would happen if you cook scrambled egg and you added mayo as you cooked them? You kind of cooked mayo, so it wouldn't be nice, but if you did it right after. There you go. One apple to eat. It's good, but I'm very nervous because I think I did the best job. I mean, it's a bit too hard on this seasoning. I don't think I did a good job for breaking the egg. Double the shell in there. Oh well. One thing kill you make you stronger. What's have habits, right? There's a ton of things in the dirty plate. Yeah. Try to cleanse it. Like for example, we got pepper, corn. We had burnt chicken from yesterday. Oh well. Oh well. I also wanted to take this opportunity to apologize. I know lately, comments have been a bit down. And I've been a bit down. But when I think about it, I didn't stop. I had the whole government thing. My parents gave me shit and the whole Shazam. And then what we had was the old debacle with the new phone. Holy, oh that sucks, bro. That sucks. I'm finally out and look. The reason why people aren't coming inside is because of this. It's gonna be raining soon. Well, I don't know if it's gonna be raining or not. If I'm alone. Let's check it out. He was a skater boy. Yeah, it's announcing some rain, but not a lot. She said, "See you later, boy." What's important is tomorrow, because tomorrow's celebrating. So yeah, so I want to apologize for that. Um, my apologies. I needed to fart first because it felt unauthentic holding a fart in. I want to apologize for that. We had the whole back over the comment as I meant just said, and then we had we had a new phone, which I'm very grateful for. But it was 16 hours, and then it was 16 hours a day, and then the whole weekend. I'm like, okay, well, you need to push. You need to really push, because you have an event that finishes. So I'm like, okay, well, can't really chill and hang on, and yeah, it's been tough. It's been tough, and even yesterday was a godsend. Yesterday was fucking amazing. It was so I'm so just so grateful because the phone not working forced me to go to bed, forced me to sleep. And even though I mentioned I didn't sleep that much, we slept from I want to say 10 to 5, which is not true. It's maximum 10 to minimum 4:30. So that's 6 hours and a half, but still. You see, now everything is working fine. So we're good. I was complaining for no reason. I was freaking out for no reason. And yes, I do tend to overexert myself. I do tend to really push the envelope of how much I'm willing to do, how much I'm not willing to do, and that's not okay. That's not fair. Because I put myself through this, you know. I can't promise that I'm gonna be changing. I promise I'm gonna be trying to do different things. But what I can promise is right now, we're chill. Like for example, today we'll do TikTok live, but I basically have next to nothing to say. Next to nothing. Which is incredible because the last 2 weeks were so busy. Today is the very first day. And then tomorrow we have the Saint Jean. And then that's it. Oh, phone is too hot. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. The phone is too hot, which is no wonder. I'm gonna take a quick stop. And I'm gonna taste the food. That way, by the time we finish tasting, the phone will be cold again. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to our third show. It's doing well, having a wonderful day. It's a shame if you were here 28 minutes ago, it was a beautiful, cloudless sky. Story of my life. Today we're doing a short, we're tasting Gatorade, which is chocolate and caramel flavor. As you can tell, we already had it. I think it's freaking delicious. Shout out to my mom for buying this. I'm not really tasting it, but I'm going to talk about it, right? But the fact that Gatorade is getting into the protein bar is absolutely phenomenal. So you take a company like Gatorade, which is known to be in the sport, which has been sponsoring sport for years and years and years and years, and you're surprised that they don't do that. If I was them, I would do some equipment from sports. I would do chocolate bar, I would do protein bar, right? I would do a protein powder, Gatorade protein powder, Gatorade pre-workout, right? Because they're associated with sport. It's like an iPhone and an iPad. When Apple started making mobiles, they started making computer. Then they went with mobile. They went with tablet. Then they went with a watch. Then they went with earbud. So get into the. You already have an established customer base. Get it in there. So, not a big fan of the design. I think it's actually pretty nice though. Got the logo, which is quite nice. Metallica seems to be a bit much. Then you got the actual product. So once again, chocolate caramel flavor. I'm gonna go in there. This is a protein bar. So you know this is, and what is really cool is they say whey protein. So if you know there's different type of protein. Wow. Unbelievable. Most protein bar, you're afraid of the protein aftertaste. This is just perfect. So you got the rice, right? Which is almost the cake texture, which is phenomenal. The chocolate, which is as good as a chocolate bar. And the caramel coming into the whole thing. Mmm. Just solid all around and fun all around. So I highly do recommend. I don't know if there's other flavor, but this one is delicious. Told you. And there you go. What is this? As simple as this. Only question is, when did it stop? Answer is, I don't know. See, it's so odd because for me, to feel overwhelmed when I'm not doing that much. The thing about it, I'm doing, last week we were doing, just physically, mentally drained, you know? I went through a lot of emotions with the whole government stuff. I went with a lot of fatigue by playing. So with the new playthrough, right? We're playing 16 hours a day. Ultimately speaking, it doesn't matter much because I'm thinking about it once in a while. And that's it. It's never like a full immersion, right? But we're playing a game which is a tower, which demands a certain investment of time. Even begin. I have a schedule. For example, my father is starting to ask questions about the rent. Why? Because it's coming. There's sort of this, not emergency, but scheduled, you know? Let's have another question. I'm playing the red, never the case. But I know it's a source of worries for him. How well the management is he okay? You know? My mom, same thing. She gave me 21 CV, 21 resume, and French CV. She gave it to me on the 15th, right? Today is the 23rd. And instead she called me and she's like, do you need more? And I'm like, what do you mean? She said, I didn't give you that much. And you think about it, then you say, okay, well, this is not that much, right? Then you think about it, and you're like, okay, well, you know, it's sort of a lot. But it's such a simple thing. You think 23 is a lot, but it's not. It's 4 per days. 4 per day, 4 times 8 is 32. Right? I got 33. And I wanted to keep one because I wanted to copy, right? So you didn't apply to 4 places in one day. That seemed like nothing, right? Now, ultimately speaking, we had rain all these days, right? It's not an excuse, right? And then what you realize is the problem is that I have my own stuff. Like and it's kind of like a really weird way of working thing. You guys know when I was doing live, I had so much to talk about, right? And then you realize that, okay, well, sometimes I don't have any people in my life, and I have a lot of people in my life, right? So then what you realize is, okay, no, the guy has a schedule, regardless of what happened, right? But his schedule didn't take in consideration people, you know? So I have this crazy schedule, but it's not taking in consideration people. And it's when people are telling me something, I'm like, oh, well, I'm busy. And something that kind of affect me is when people are saying like, hey, like for example, Carly's the best example, because I really care about the girl. I really care. But I haven't called her in so fucking long. And then she called me, she told me Saturday. She told me, hey, can we call? I'm free right now. And I was like, busy. And she said, can we call tomorrow? And I was like, well, I got my father's birthday. You know? And that was before yesterday. And then I was supposed to call her yesterday, but I forgot. Somebody that matters that much to me, somebody that means that much to me, I cannot even find time to call her. But then at the same time, we haven't talked in like 2 or 3 weeks, and I was giving her time before. I kind of include her in my schedule, I guess. And now I have to re-include. I'm like, okay, well, what can I sacrifice? It should be about sacrificing. And then you put yourself in a situation where it is about sacrifice. You know? The reality is, how often does people bother me? How often people that ask me favor? How often do people say, hey, you should do this and this and this and this? You know? This happens often. And next to happen, never. Never ever. And that is so curious. That is so insane. That is so weird. Because you're in this space where you're on your own. I was watching this video yesterday. And it was this guy, right? Who was talking about isolation. Right? I want to get to the video because it's actually a really good video. I strongly recommend it. Sorry, my apologies. I strongly recommend it. Strongly recommend it. It's actually amazing. And of course we're using my new phones. Geschlack. ¿Dónde es YouTube? Yo no sé. Eres aquí. We found one. Well, we found YouTube. YouTube and the tower. Now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna show you here. I forgot to drop it. Still getting used to the size of it. Still getting used to how slippery it is, or how not slippery it is. The handle was actually really nice. The feeling of handling it, but still. Was it? Okay. Isolation. I'm gonna try to find a video, the exact video. I don't remember the name. I don't remember who did it. But I remember the thumbnail. Self-isolation. I bless you. Self-isolation. Self-isolation, yes. Self-isolation. Okay, come on. That's not it. It's a nice Chris Hatfield video, but that's not what I'm looking for. Love you, Chrissy. He's Canadian, you guys know that? Ends 4D, love you, Chrissy. Okay, self-salvation did to me. I hate it. What years of self isolation? There you go. And there's the one right away.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jed, and I've spent the past 5 to 6 years of my life in extreme isolation and deep solitude. I'm not using it.
See? So this guy, and then you realize that, okay, yes, he possibly has, like, you sound the happiest guy on planet, right? And he possibly has very clear issues where it's awkward and he doesn't know how to act. And then you talk about this video, and then he's talking about how he's introverted and he just couldn't pull it off. He just couldn't do it. He did try and but it didn't work. So he was telling himself, like, hey, why am I putting myself through that, right? But then you realize this person create an entire universe, which is where I wanted to go. An entire universe, not depending on what other people did. And this is kind of what I'm doing, right? And who's to say what I'm doing is more worth it than what he's doing? Who's to say what I'm doing is considered valued more because it is work, right? Who's to say that? Nobody can say that. And it's so odd because you're putting yourself in a position where you're looking at somebody else, talk about extreme trauma, and you're relating to that person. But then this is mind-blowing. Your perception of this event for him is bad. Because, like, oh, dude, this is going too far. Dude, this is too much. Dude, this is not healthy, right? But then you relate to the guy, so I'm like, okay, well, at least my experience is positive. But just say that his experience and his viewpoints or belief system isn't also good, right? So now I'm and this is gonna be a problem for my whole life. I'm stuck in this position where I kind of have to rely on myself. See, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna be completely, utterly honest with you guys. Okay? Yesterday, I was like, oh, fuck it, dude. Fuck it. My phone wasn't working and nothing was working. I put an alarm clock to wake up at 11:50. I turned it off. I woke up at 4 in the morning. I was like, oh, dude. I don't feel like waking up. I saw outside. So usually what I like to do is I like to wake up with sunrise, which is at 5 o'clock. And I like to film. I was like, okay, well, you ready to film? And I look outside and I was so relieved. Because, look at what I'm saying, true. They're facing the street behind me. Very noisy, but at least it's done. They did the other street, which is there. You're gonna see on Crown. This is usually what I feel on my Crown. They did it before, and now they're doing this. So it's quite productive. Like I was saying, I woke up this morning, and I was like, ugh. And I just had too much because, and again, please understand, I just talked about, hey, things have been hectic lately. I'm trying to be more positive, and I just said that everything is good now, and it is good. I don't think that's a negative experience can not result in a positive results, right? So this morning I'm like, ugh, fuck it. And I'm almost happy. And I'm like, oh, you got all of those things to do, and I'm like, you know what? If you were to take a day off, it would be the perfect day to take a day off, right? Because tomorrow I have this event, then Thursday I have nothing, but Thursday is gonna be in 2 days, and I cannot allow myself to plan a break in 2 days. You know, it's so weird. You plan a vacation, right? But when you work every single day, it's hard to plan a vacation. You know. And I was also watching Crispy Pizza. Fucking love those guys. And I was talking about and they were showing the boss, right? And it was his day off, and his brother told him, "Hey, we're understaffed." He's like, "Okay, I'm on my way." you know, and you never really have the day off. Now this is different because you're a business owner, so your business depends on you being here or not. You're in trouble. But then at the same time, if you're doing what you're doing is you don't mind working every single day. So when you're saying, okay, I'm gonna take a day off, a day off from what, bro? That's something that you love. I just got married. I'm gonna take a day off from my wife. No, bro, it doesn't work like that. You know, it doesn't work like that. It never did. It never will. Okay, so the weather's actually pretty nice. It's gonna be cloudy, but it's actually going up nice. Battery is full. Storage is unbelievably full. Battery is full. Storage is empty. I thought I fuck up there. I don't know. So then I'm like, okay, well, I look outside again this morning, and again, the goal here is not to complain, right? But it's just stating facts, right? So, for example, yesterday I had a huge migraine, and then the unbelievable happened. The event happened. So no matter how late I was, it was done. Ulala was canceled because it was the same server maintenance. And I was like, okay, this works. I don't have to do shit. I don't have to do shit. And then the tablet wasn't working. Now it's working. I don't have to worry about it. I was almost relieved. And again, I talked about this before. I talked about this yesterday also. And the system of belief mukbang. But what if my system of belief is I need to work? What if my system of belief is I can't spend a day doing nothing, right? That is very possible. That is very much what's going on. This morning I wake up and I'm like, okay, well, you know, let's get to work. I look at outside, I'm like, oh my and yesterday I go to bed and I don't. This is going to tell you something. This is self-sabotage. This is insane. I was like, I'm gonna wake up in 4 hours. I don't even need to charge your phone. I'm gonna tell you something. You think I didn't know that I wasn't gonna wake up? You think I didn't know that I was gonna say fuck it? Didn't charge my phone. Sometimes what I'll do is I wake up, I spend 20 minutes uploading the videos. Right now we're not uploading anything, which is a problem. But we should be uploading something. But fuck it. Fuck it. You know? Fuck it. But then it just goes to show, it just really goes to show that I was done this morning. And I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? And I saw outside, and I didn't go out because there was no sunrise. And okay, days off, right? Then I tried to go back to bed, and I felt bad. So I'm like, you know what? At least upload. So the problem we had was everything had 4 days of filming in there. Four days of 16 hours in there. But with that being said, like the critical thing, we didn't know what we uploaded, what we didn't upload. This morning I went to the whole thing, watched what I uploaded, what I didn't upload, and I deleted. I deleted 100 and 180 or 190, 185. Let's just say 85 gig of things. But and those 3 things, and those 185. There was 3 videos that I didn't upload. I would have deleted it, but I checked it and I uploaded. I'm like, okay, you're good. You can delete it, right? And then I was like, you know what? I don't feel like filming. And I was like, you know what? Let's play games. Let's play video games. So I started playing, right? Not bad. Started to play. I was like, I'm in a good mood. And I started watching Le Rome, which is UFC highlights. So I'll take a whole scene of UFC and I'll condense it in 2 to 3 hours, maximum 2 hours and a half, never 4. I think his biggest video is Rampage and what was the other guy? I don't remember. Not DC. No. Rashawn. I think it was Ray Sean. But yeah, 3 hours and a half is this season with Kimbo Johns. And I watched that a couple times already. It's just so good, you know. And you realize that those are fighter people talking, and they have this passion, and they're willing to fucking. And this video that I was watching this morning, there's a guy who broke his, who had a fracture. I was watching season 6, which is Matthew and I don't remember the name of the guy, but it's Sarah. It's Sera. Thinking French today, I don't know why. And in the first 15 minutes, he shows the guys who go to the doctor say, hey, well, you know your elbow is a crack in the bone. You need to heal this. And the guy gets pissed at the doctor and said, hey, dude, don't tell me what to fucking do. You're pissing me off. I'm gonna fight if I want to fight. And I'm like, this guy, first of all, is coming out like an asshole. But he's coming out like an asshole because this doctor trying to help him and say, fuck you. But it's something that I do to myself, relating. The guy, he's pissed off because he cannot do something. And I'm sitting here complaining that I'm not doing anything. Do you know how much, I'm gonna tell you something crazy. You know how much time I spent, like, this is too much information, but I don't care. I don't care. I don't freaking care. Okay? I don't care. I woke up at let's say 4:40, okay? Do you know how much time I spent doing nothing? I'm gonna go back to sleep. 50 minutes, 20, max. I was like, you know what? At least try to upload. That's like, holy shit, dude. I had 3 that I didn't do, but I had yesterday, the whole video. I'm like, okay, well, you have 3 plus the 16 hours. I got a really good Wi-Fi. You're good for 2 hours. Go back to sleep for 2 hours. I go back to sleep, I don't sleep. I was like, oh, I forgot. So I went to look at porn. Shout out to Raquel Cavelli. Chef kisses. Compliment to the chef, which is either good gene, nature, or a good surgeon. I don't know, but I'm grateful. And then did my thing. Went back to bed, I couldn't sleep. And then I said to myself, why are you trying to sleep? You're not gonna do it. So do the least you can do. And we did. It was a productive morning. You know? Am I super motivated? See, that's a problem. That's a problem. It's hard to be motivated when you're working, when the only thing you do is working. And I'm seeing this guy, and again, shout out to Crispy Pizza Boys, but seeing the father. And the father is telling his son, right? He's showing something he did, which is, I don't remember what it was called, but it was basically, let me think. It was some kind of dough. I want to say pastry dough. It was a pizza sauce. It was chicken. I think it was barbecue chicken because it was orange. It was some cheese. And then he put some other cheese on top, right? Fresh must. And then he rolled it. He was talking about how he put sesame seed in there. Because he said, when we roll it, it goes inside. And the guy, he was showing his son. He's like, come get over here. He said, come here. And he was showing the son. He was showing the thing. The son possibly saw it 1,000 times. The father possibly did 2,000, 3,000 of them. He was still happy to do it. You know? It's very motivational. But is he motivated or is he just love what he does? And then you realize where it broke, right? There's a time where I was motivated and in love. Now I'm just in love, but am I motivated? And you see, it's the fact that this morning of, well, if you're not doing this, what are you going to do today? Nothing? And I'm walking around with my brain telling me, you need a day off because you're tired, you're gonna go ahead for burnout like you did last year. Right? And no. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. It'll never work like that. Then on the other hand, I'm like, dude, you know you can't. Stop complaining, stop being a bitch, and do it. You know? And yeah. We did it. By the way, stop being a bitch is not sexism. A dude can be a bitch. Yeah. Thank you. So, even though I'm in a very odd spot where I'm constantly getting occasion, like for example, tomorrow's huge, bro. Tomorrow we got our national holiday, and I'm gonna go out to the park and see the show and whatever, right? And I'm so excited because I'm gonna see the show. It's an excuse, but the reality is I'm so tired or I'm so like, it's not tired. It's a good kind of, it's fatigue. It's fatigue. And I just need to be doing something different, right? And then you're gonna go to the show, but if I wasn't filming, I wouldn't have went. See, again, this is the papillon butterfly effect, in French. Last year, 2 years ago, I started filming all of the events, which I think was last year. I don't remember. And because of that, I voted. I voted because I'm like, this mayor, she cares about us. She's there for the event. She cares about us. So let's go, right? Let's go. And then I was like, you know what? That's fun. It's a lot of fun, actually, right? And I voted, and I got to brag about it. But the reason I voted was because she was doing effort for community, and the effort that she was doing for community, she was doing them for 40 years. I didn't care. I was either working or I was filming, I was streaming. I didn't care. You know? And yeah. And yesterday I was talking about, well, not yesterday, 2 days ago, I was asking my dad and stepmom, are you guys gonna go to the lake shore to celebrate? Like, well, we saw it for 30 years. I think that's enough. I'm like, I know, but they're making effort. And I was like, you're right. I was attached to the last mayor because she did care, but she's not elected anymore. So, yeah. And she lost my one vote. So I regret voting because I wanted to lose by 2 votes at least. 1 vote is just fucking bullish. It's 49.9, 50.1. Yeah. Yeah. That's the least you can do. Or you can go further ahead. You can go 49.9999991, and then you can go with 550,000,000,001. That's the most you can do. There's more you can do, but I'm not gonna go in the freaking trillionth of a unity. You know, so this is embarrassing. But then you see how many people voted. You know? So it's quite sad. But it was quite sad, and I could complain because I'm like, dude, you're 33 years old and you voted once in your life. You know, voted once. So yeah, so what I need is, and tomorrow's gonna be perfect because we'll be able to see that. But then, like I said yesterday, and I didn't expect my day up to yesterday. I was talking about, or 2 days ago, I was like, dude, see, yesterday, you know how stupid it is? I was so embarrassed by how little I did yesterday, and I kept calling it day 262. Sorry. But then today I have to call it 264 because otherwise I'm fucked. So how it works is that basically this. You got months of 30, you got months of 31. Months of 30, it's always going to be the 0, the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd day. You know, it's always going to be that. Day of 31, gonna fuck up the number. For example, last week, on the 15th, it was the 56. The 16th, it was 57. So you get that. But yeah, so I have to be more positive, and I have to do things more healthily. Now, I admit that is sort of convoluted, because basically, like for example, right now, I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna do a tower talk, and that's it. We're done. And the worst thing is, I'm possibly gonna go to bed. Yeah, because lately my sleep schedule has been disgusting. My sleep schedule has been disgusting, dude. It's horrid. We're basically doing wait, give me a sec. We're basically doing, I don't know if I did it, I cannot see. Give me a sec, guys. Okay, wave one. So, but did you do it? I don't know. So boost. We're at tier. Tier 9. Tier 10. Okay, good. So we didn't do it. Perfect. Good. So yeah, so for example, yesterday I slept from 3 to 5. I slept from we still sleep like a 6-7 hours per night, but just exhausted. Just a lot. It is just a shit lot. But yes, the government and the new phone was a lot at the same time. But then, you know, you're stuck in a position of, you're stuck between two positions. Either, dude, you're putting yourself in a risk where you're gonna get a burnout, you're gonna get tired, but also life is gonna give you that. Life is gonna give you like, hey, dude, you know, you're making content. Well, you have a podcast interview. Oh well, you know what? You're in this country. How many people visit 3 countries per days because they have show in 3 different countries? You don't complain. You don't do it every single day, but you don't complain. And here I am with a freaking silver spoon in my mouth. All the food that I ate today, I didn't buy shit. And I'm complaining. Not because I want to complain, but because I'm like, dude, it's a lot. No, bro, earn your keep. Earn your keep. Earn your freaking keep. You know? And if you're lucky enough, your keep's enough. If you're unlucky, it's not enough. Tell anybody that you remember me when you see me on your TV screen. Okay, so now that's pretty much it. I'm happy though. It wasn't the most interesting subject. It was something that I talked about before, but it was still meaningful. Yeah, I have to understand how I react. I was watching again The Ultimate Fighter season 6. And it was this guy who was an asshole. And he apologized. He's like, dude, I'm an asshole because of this and this and this. And people were like, oh my god, we didn't know. And the guy was like, it's okay, nobody knows, right? Well, nobody knows because you put it on TV, but still. And because he explained how he was acting, it was normal. See, this is clear thing that you learn as a kid for being social, but I didn't listen. I didn't pay attention. Because of that, I'm socially behind. But then it made it seem like the guy was like that. People were complaining about him as an asshole. This guy is bipolar or something, or this is a true story. He's bipolar or something. Not me, the guy in the show. He thinks that he's above us. Then the guy explained where he was coming from. And people were like, you know what? You're such a bad dude after all. But you didn't change the action. I still stole. I still lied. I still hit. I still committed violence. Not because I have a good reason that it's okay. It's more acceptable, certainly, but at the same time, you know, it's tougher. What is this? I'm gonna take a screenshot. Okay, good. The reason why we're doing a screenshot is because I'm going to be able to not even write a note. Don't blink, it's your going. Cool talk with our show. The new Wapses are having a fantastic day. Morning/evening. Depending on where you are, depending on who you are. You deserve it. Today we're doing a tower talk. We are doing a crazy tower talk. First of all, I want to apologize we forgot to do to buy the relics. So yesterday was crazy. Yesterday was crazy. Yesterday was insane. We did so much for everything because I bought the pass. First of all, hope you're doing well. Second of all, shout out to the event. It was amazing. Okay, I'm gonna be sure that we can pick up my rewards. The last day of the reward was what? It was the cake. So there you go. So then we have all the reward, which is super nice. Tomorrow we have a tournament, but I might do it tomorrow afternoon instead of tomorrow night because tomorrow night I have something planned. International holiday. So yeah, not gonna do it. The reason why I apologize is yesterday was so insane for everything. Like you don't even understand. I was at on Tapjoy. I was on Tapjoy looking for offer for gems. I bought 100 gems yesterday because I didn't have enough. Because the original plan was to do what? The original plan was to get the ultimate weapon, right? It was like, oh, I want to have enough power stone. So what did we do? We did the perks. The perks are now activated. But the perks were activated yesterday at 4 o'clock, and I had until 8 o'clock. So that didn't work. That wasn't enough. So yesterday we did all that, right? And we finished at 7:43, which is 13 minutes before the end date of the tower, right? So because I was so relieved that I did that, I forgot to buy. It's not a big deal. So basically, we played a lot less of the other playthrough. That way, this playthrough could be having a good start. But then now we're back to normal. Why? Because I'm not gonna buy a event boost, right? First of all, I'm gonna buy a event boost, and I'm not gonna buy a. Good. Thank you so much. And I'm just gonna be able to do it because yesterday I didn't mind. My issue wasn't with not finishing the event. My issue was with paying. Not finishing the event, you know? So now, what are we missing? We're missing a bigger catch for 2%. Which is not a big deal, but still. I would have loved to have it because I worked hard. As simple as that. But yesterday, like I said, the last couple of days, we have possibly logged in 5 to 6 hours on each playthrough, which is not a lot, but it's enough, you know? Because then you do it times 8, which is 40, which is still good, but still, you know? Just as a figure of speech. So then, today, because we don't have a lot to talk about, we're gonna go ahead and do only everything. Everything, of course, I couldn't constantly film. Otherwise, gonna have 14 Tower Talk and a couple hours, right? But I'm able to tell you exactly what we did, exactly what we received, exactly what we unlocked, which is kind of good. And there you go. We got the gift for every single playthrough, and not only that, we got the gift for every single playthroughs and every single day. So I think that was probably like that, right? Still no news for the. Still no news for the Discord or the creator side of things. The affiliate, I guess, but that's okay. So with everything, here's what we did. I feel like it's so hard because I don't see myself. So then it becomes a problem. After that, I'm going to sleep, guys. I'm going to sleep after that. For reals, for reals. So with everything, I had to go crazy, bro. Because I was so nervous about not making it that I literally had to go crazy. Okay? So we did tier 1 majority of the day. Right? We also did they won't allow me to get it. That's okay. I got some great news. Holy shit, I still don't have enough. Never mind, I thought I was going to be able to unlock the Guardian. But no. No, we weren't. No, we weren't. We got a new event. What's the new event? Okay, this is the new event. I'm still not used to this. I'm trying to do it softly. Can you see? Not really, huh? Well, I kind of see. Event. So it's looking badass. This is the meteor. This is the meteor shower event. Got the mining drone, which is attack upgrade by 1%, which is pretty good, and meteor impact, which is damage per meters. So this is really cool. Precious mineral roll critical factor by 2%. Alpha by 5%. Precious mineral roll is actually pretty good. And that's it, right? So now we got some good stuff. We got some good stuff. We got some good stuff. Yesterday, I had just enough to buy the bots. So this is what I wanted to do. Not buy the Guardian, but buy the bots. I'm not sure if I should do it. I'm not sure if I should do it. You know? I don't think it's a good idea, nor should I do it. Okay, good. So for the event, for the store, we have another repeat event. So there's only gonna be so much you need. You only need 400, and to me this is fantastic because with a new playthrough, I'm gonna be able to put a lot of medals in, and not only that, I'm able to put a lot of medals in. Oh, I'm just gonna do this because of course. La 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 la. There you go, perfect. Then I'm going in. The sun starts rising. So we have this. We have the tower. We have the background, which is great. The event shop. We have Honey Jar. That's by 1%. That's actually pretty good. Power Glove, 2% damage. Retro Camera, 5% health regen. And Eternal Quest, which is 5% health. So literally every single freaking relic is good in this one. So now what we did. So we did tier 2 we got 673, which is pretty freaking good. We got tier 3 at 210. We unlocked package after boss, which I think is good. We have tier 4 able to get Descent Run, command drop chance, reroll shard, daily mission shard, perk upstream quantity. The Sun's unlocked, tier 5 unlocked, which is absolutely fantastic. We unlocked the Sun's Run. Now, of course, this is not for now. But still. And that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. So, all in all, I think we did pretty good. Could have been better, but I think I did pretty good. Now I'm gonna get a glass of water because my throat is parched, bro. Throat is parched. So the nature corner is a fantastic. And there you go. Oh. So yeah. That's some good stuff. So now, I got two more subjects we can do, which is, bam, 1:15, 20. Now we got two subjects we can do. We can do Wilva, and we can do the game we tried yesterday, right? So, yesterday, we tried a couple of games. We tried 3 games, to be honest. 4. So I'm gonna be having to do a quick review of the 4 games. Now, ultimately speaking, I know that a full review of one game would be cool, but at the same time, it's very general. It's very simplistic. It's not a full game. It's not a full game review. And it's first thoughts and approve or disapprove, right? So why did we try 4 game yesterday? We tried 4 game yesterday because I was doing the tower. There's something called Tapjoy. So Tapjoy is a system that allows you to play other games, and if you can manage to do certain tasks, you get some rewards, right? Which is pretty good. So with Tapjoy yesterday, we tried 4 games. We tried puzzle and survival, which is actually pretty freaking good. We tried what else? We tried. I have to make sure because it's so hot outside that it's just humid, so it feels hotter than it is. Rise of the Kingdom, which was good. We did Rise of the Kingdom, and we did what else? We did Monopoly Go and Townsville. When we went Townsville, like it's a really good time waster. But it's a classic Facebook game, so there's no story, there's no intro. They throw you in the game and say, hey, plan these plans. And like, dude, I don't even have a character, I don't even have a story, I don't even know where I am. The first thing you ask me to do is plan plans. And I don't mind, ultimately speaking, I don't mind. But it wasn't my favorite thing to do. The system itself is like actually kind of cool. You get citizen, the more citizen you have, the more customer you have, the more money you get. Right? You can make a bakery, you can have a chicken farm, a cow farm where you can get the milk and the chicken, the eggs. It's kind of cool because you have this Farmville which is vegetarian. You don't kill animals. That's kind of cool because it's for kids, right? The game itself is actually pretty cool, but it's really bare bone. It's really like what you see, what you get. There's nothing complex. There's nothing super interesting about it. It's those kind of games that you play once in a while when you're bored. And what was cool about the Facebook game back in the days was you'd have a conversation on the computer. You had a conversation, and then you would talk to people, and then you would play the game, and then you would talk to people. So while you were waiting for the game to play, you would talk to people, and when you were waiting for people to reply, you were playing the game. Yeah, that makes sense now. Okay. You could talk to people, but they wouldn't answer you right away, right? They had to write themselves. So you could write people, play the game, and then when you were writing, they would play the game. As simple as this. The second one we have on the list is Monopoly Go. Monopoly Go, which was actually really interesting. I did it for Tapjoy, but I was interested in it by the Simpson event. I think the game is actually pretty fun. There's a lot of things, there's community, there's a lot of things to see. It's really, really fun. It's about 10 minutes per day. You can buy more dice, but I'm not gonna. My apologies. And then there's just so much good stuff with it. It was just so fantastic because, like, okay, well, this really plays like Monopoly. It is really like the graphics are good, the story is good. You get things to collect, you get achievements. But I played for 30 minutes, and I was done because I didn't have any resources. So when a game starts, what they do is they usually start to get you hooked, right? But Monopoly didn't try to get me hooked. They didn't try anything at all. Just like, hey, you know what? We're so confident in our game that we don't need to do that stuff. And it's like, okay, well, shout out to you, but you still need to. And I'm exhausted. What was the next one? Well, the third one we're gonna go with puzzle and survival. So puzzle and survival is a game that you see often. It's like Last War. So you take your character and you go back and forth. You get this, and I was like, okay, well, it's gonna be easy, right? It's just mathematics. But then the game itself was actually phenomenal. And I gotta say, I'm really, really thinking it's a good game. So at first they're telling me like, okay, change your name. I'm like, fuck that. I'm not gonna change my name because I don't care about this game. I'm using this game to get rewards out of the game, which I know sounds crazy, but it is. And I played it, and I was like, okay, well, this is really cool. This is really my stuff. So little story about me, right? One of the first games that I played as a content creator was Walking Dead Survivor, and Walking Dead Survivor was released like a week or two after I started making content. And you know what's the craziest thing about that game? My very first live of that I played for 5 hours, and to this day, it's my first big stream, like long stream. So I played the game for 5 hours. The game itself gave me so much. The game itself gave me so much because it was giving me what should I call it? It was giving me my first followers on Twitch was from that game. It was Drexy. Shout out to Drexy, or now Velvo. VLVO. Shout out to you, bro. It was my first Twitch follower. And we met on Walking Dead Survivor. And 2021. I possibly want to say August? Is anyone? I don't know. And to me, it was just fun because I'm like, dude, this is actually a really good time. Because in my book, I was like, how can I put this? It's a game that I care about. It's a game that's fun. It's a game that I get to play. It's a game that people care about. But then what happened is the game was kind of broken. So then it was not fun anymore. I reached a level where I had to wait like 10 days to do anything at all. And I'm like, okay, well, this is kind of like a catch-22, right? Because either I keep playing the game, once every couple of days. You had your dailies, so your dailies took 10 minutes. I'm like, this is not content. I gotta do something for 10 minutes. So then I started doing the dailies every 10 minutes. And I was like, okay, well, that's the plan for today. Then we started playing another game, my first sponsored video game, which was Call of the Dragon, right? Call of the Dragon, which is a game similar to that. You had to travel the map, you had alliances, you had to train units. It was really fun. But it was a failed stream. It was completely failed. I had nobody. After 3 hours, she said, well, we can't pay you because you didn't have anybody. And I'm like, dude. And then it made me realize, like, okay, well, someone that's been there for 2 months or for 2 years should be able to get some, But no. So then we play that game. So this is why I'm talking about puzzle and survival. Puzzle and survival is a really cool game. You play, you build your camp, you free your camp, you build your camp. You have a base storyline. You have basically a Candy Crush to attack. It's very hard because you're under a level. Because in 2 days I played for 6 hours, which is great, but doesn't allow you to build, doesn't allow you to do anything. No. So on that note, it's kind of sucky. However, the game itself is fantastic. It's so complete. You get puzzle game, you get building game, you get alliances, you get exploration, which is really fun. Something that I'm going to be playing for a long time. I'll get tired of it eventually. We'll get to the same level as Walking Dead Survivor, but if it gives me 2 weeks, give me 2 weeks. Who cares? Who cares? I wonder if Walking Dead Survivor is still a thing. I wonder. I don't think I did this new game, which is Walking Dead something. Walking Dead Aftermath, I believe. And then finally we have Rise of the Kingdom. Rise of the Kingdom looks like a fantastic game. It was fantastic. They put so much money in that game. They put so much effort in that game. You start the game, you have a nice cinematics. And I'm talking top notch, bro. I'm talking top notch. You have a very good system. The graphics are amazing. But it's another world building. So you build your base and then you explore the map. Then you conquer and then you get conquered. So it's the same concept. So it's a clone. It's a different clone. It's the same thing. And to be honest, I really like the fact that there's zombies. I really like the fact that there's survival. I really like the post-apocalyptic, you know? So I went with that. I think Rise of the Kingdom is a better game. Yes, I think it's a better game. But I prefer the environment or the universe of the other. And that's why I chose puzzle and survival. As simple as that. Not because it's a better game, because it's more my cup of tea, you know? That's just how it is. And there you go. That's it for the video. So now, we got this. And the best one we had Ula. Don't blink, yes you're blinking. Welcome to the show. He's doing well, having a fantastic day on this glorious night. Doing glorious. Freaking. My apologies. My apologies. My apologies. This freaking day 264 of Project Vendetta. Project Vendetta. This is a very short and sweet video for Ula. So we have the end of the hunting season. So you're gonna see that the content is missing. You're gonna say like, what happened to the content? Where's it? There's no content. The season was finishing yesterday. We were at 92 point something. What ended up happening was, you know what's really sucky? Yesterday I unlocked the hero soul, or the hero, like the ancient hero. So I could have done a lot more. I was gonna play. It was like 8 o'clock. I was playing for 3 hours to get my stats up, and then what happened? Server maintenance. They didn't know. By the time it was finished, the hunting season was finished. So I didn't open it in fear of not knowing what the score was, but we did pretty good. I'm sorry about this. I was supposed to play more yesterday, but again, I waited until the evening to do everything because I like being awake during the evening. So yeah, so we had a problem there. I had a problem where I could have done more. And then it's the goddamn tower. We played it yesterday all day. All day. What am I supposed to do, man? What am I supposed to do, man? So that's it. So now we've done a lot of live. We've done an hour and a half, which is not that much, but it's enough for now. I'm exhausted, as you can tell. I'm gonna go sleep a little bit. I'm gonna finish some editing. I only have 3 videos to edit. So that's not bad. That is not bad at all. So we're gonna do that, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm hopefully gonna stream. I feel like streaming some Fortnite. I would love to stream some Fortnite. And at 8 o'clock we'll come back live. We'll come back live. On I know that I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Very weird. You're not working a lot lately. I don't know. I'm sleeping a lot. I'm not sleeping a lot. That's not true. I'm sleeping by segments lately. I don't know why. I'm gonna sleep. 2 to 3 hours. I'll wake up. I'll be tired when I wake up, and then I won't be able to go back to sleep. Then I'll sleep for another couple hours, and that's it. So it's not ideal, but it's not the worst. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Wish I could do more, bro. Fuck. Okay. Wondering why I okay. Fucking exhausted. Okay. Not interested. And there you go. On the behind the scene. So I'm gonna try to sleep a little bit. We still did from 4 in the morning to now, and now it's 1:30. Try to sleep. I'm gonna try to sleep a lot. That way we can rest up a little bit, and I'm gonna be strong enough to attack the day. In a way. Does that make sense? I don't know, but probably. It's 5, 4, 3. Good night, Crown. Good night, Shield.